of yoga exercises. Now, if you would like to join any of Raj's classes, they are on a Monday and they're at 9:30 and at 6 p.m. and Wednesday at 9:30. So come and see Raj after the exercises if you'd like to join the class. Thank you very much.
I'll be there on the first stall there. We have a little place for yoga. Now, yoga in 10 minutes is like showing a candle to the sun. You can't do justice. Because yoga is a lifestyle. It's not something you do in 1 hour, then forget about it. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of life. It's a holistic approach of happy and healthy living. When I say holistic twice, one is with W, holistic. That means you as a whole, your mind, body and soul. And the holistic is spiritual. A lot of spiritual angle there. So it's an age-old, time-tested discipline of happy and healthy living for almost like 10,000 years old. Before the country, India was Indus Valley civilization. They have found the statues of yoga in the excavation. They are almost like 10,000 years old. And it was compiled into a written book form about 3,000 years old. So I'll try. A typical yoga is 1 hour session. For about 40 minutes we do the stretching and extension, and for about 20 minutes we do meditation and deep relaxation. Now stretching happens because of two ways. There are two ways of stretching our body. So whatever I can demonstrate, I'll try to do that. See, I'm just holding my hand here. Now when I do the stretch, this is a stretch. So what is happening? I'm applying my mind over matter and I'm stretching. So we do the stretching by way of our mind over matter. Second type of stretching happens when you go into a certain posture and then you relax in the posture. The gravity and your body weight does the job. For example, I'll just show you a warrior posture. So legs wide, arms are straight and they are stretched. So while they are stretched, take a breath in and you bend your leg. So throughout the session, breathing is very, very important. How to get into a posture, how to get out of a posture is equally important. So this is what is happening now. I'm into the posture and I'm relaxing. So my body weight is, opening up these joints, and my body weight is stretching these hamstrings and your calf muscles. So this is called a triangle posture. So there are, we adopt there are hundreds of postures in yoga. Most of the postures we do here in the classes are centered around your spine. So second is the spine bend on the sideways. So that's when you do that. And once you are relaxing in the posture, you'll find like my whole body coming down, slow and easy, slow and easy. I'm not pushing myself down. I'm just relaxing in the posture. So what happens with these stretches and extensions? We open up the joints. Our joints, ligament and tendons are the unsung heroes of the body. Nobody pays attention to them till they start giving you signals of pain. When you are extending, there's more lubrication in these joints, and there is more nutrition and energy given to these joints. Body attends to any part which you are working on. And most of these muscles work in a group. So throughout the session, we exercise all 640 muscles, 600 skeletal muscles, 40 muscles in your face. When I'm talking, I'm using 85 muscles. So this itself is an exercise. Throughout the session, how to get into a posture, stay there, and get out of the posture are equally important. Breathing, absolutely important. Now coming to the advantages, all the breathing problems, especially asthma and shallow breathing, is improved by yogic postures. Your breath is the guide for your whole body. The slower you're breathing, you'll find every process in the body slows down. Your heart rate can go down, you can measure it. Heart rate goes down, blood pressure comes down, And that's why we call it Shavasana, lying down in a deep relaxation posture for about 10 minutes and just concentrating only on breathing. The deeper and slower is the breath, the deeper and slower are all your body processes, even your mind. Now coming to meditation, the final part, we spend about 10 minutes in meditation. All the books, most of the books here tell meditation is concentration on mind. You concentrate the mind, fair enough, but after concentrating the mind on one object, you have to let go of that concentration. What happens a lot of time, it is not meditation, it's called conditioning. We condition ourselves to concentrate the mind on a candle, for example, or on a flower or anything. Meditation is not only anything having to do with your mind, it's having to do with your whole being. Mind may be only a part of it. Mind needs a toy to meditate. So you give them the toy, maybe it's a running water, you put on fountain when we do yoga sometimes. So once your mind has put anchor, I call it anchor rather than concentration. So anchor gives you a little bit of leverage to swing and sway as well. So once you anchor your mind to certain, maybe running water, maybe a flower, maybe a candle, after that you have to let go. Unless you let go, you cannot really start meditating. It's like climbing on a roof. If I have to climb up, I need a stair. But once you have climbed up the stair, you have to leave the stair behind. If you are even on the top step of the stair, you are still not on the roof. And once you are on the roof, you don't need the stair. So that's about meditation. It's your whole being. And when you really feel, you sense that you are in heaven, that is a state of meditation. When your inner silence merges with the outer silence, that is meditation. There cannot be two silences, there can be two different sounds. So like that, we try to meditate with every cell in your body is smiling and you have a sense of beauty and joy inside. So that is the concluding part of our session. So like he said, so you're all welcome, give it a try. Monday mornings and Wednesday morning 9:30 and Monday evening 6 o'clock. Thank you very much.